Welcome to this video on the Zenwara channel. My name is Sri Satguru, Buddha, Rawa Bhagwan. Today's video we're going to talk about the Saint Carlo Acutis. So if you are of the Catholic religion, if you are a Christian, if you are anyone actually who is interested in knowing about a saint, well, Carlo Acutis is the new millennial saint for the Catholic Church. So welcome to the Club of the Saints, Carlo Acutis. You're a great guy, and we're really happy to have you on board. So Carlo Acutis, this video we're going to talk a little bit about his different statues and what they represent, right? So what do the different elements of his statues represent? Now in Carlo Acutis, what's interesting is that there's the very first level approach that you see everything as a child, right? It's a child saint. So what you have with a child saint is that they always have a child heart, right? And actually there's a phenomenon at sainthood where you go back a couple of years, but that's interesting too. Okay, so basically a child saint. So because of that, we know that he likes things that children like, right? And that's a beautiful innocence that really is truly represented in the heart image that he has, right? Above his heart, the bright image around his chest area, right? Now he also often has the backpack, right? So the backpack represents where he puts his tools, right? It's his toolbox. So he doesn't have a toolbox like a mechanic. He has a backpack, and in his backpack there's a laptop, there's a computer, right? And there's the tools for a computer. So and to be a programmer, right? So he's very powerful because he's a programming type of saint, right? Of the new generation, right? So he has those tools to program creation, and that's his way of manifesting his sainthood in his specialization, right? So he has his tools in the backpack, right? And these tools can be used for different things, right? So people can go for miracles, definitely, but also these tools can be done for kind of tricky things too. Computer programs can kind of do tricky things on you too, as well as just be a general useful tool, right? But it also, if you're a programmer, it allows you to modify the program a little bit, right? To change things, to do miracles, to do things like that, right? So Carlo Acutis, I call him Carlos, okay? My favorite kid, okay? He's a great kid, okay? Carlo Acutis is a really good guy, and once you invite him into your life, he stays in your life forever. He's very difficult to get rid of because he cares for you so much that he becomes a part of your family, right? Basically, you bring him in your home and he becomes a part of your family. And he likes statues more than he likes paintings. Paintings are good too, but he likes statues. That's what he likes. Because he wants to be in your home physically, in a body, right? In that form, to be there with you as a child. So for couples that don't have children, they can have him in their life, and he becomes like their child in their life as well. So he's there to be everybody's child. He's like everybody's child, but the loving child of the family that wants to help the family, right, in any way that he can. So he's there for anyone that reaches out to him. Anyone, anywhere. You reach out to Carlo, and the little Carlos, Carlo Acutis, and basically he'll be there for you. He'll be there right away for you, even if you don't have a statue. But he likes to be in your home and have a statue, and it's interesting because you can offer him little things too. And what does he like? He likes sweets. Okay, so it sounds ironic because sweets sometimes we don't think about it, and he likes specific types of sweets. So for you to find out just a little bit specific types of sweets, because children like sweets, right? So that's how it is. Now, what else about this? What else does he have? Well, he is also known for occult processes. Okay, because you know what? It's not just the Hindus that have occult stuff. It's not just the Muslims that have occult stuff. It's not just the people in the tribes that have occult stuff. It's not just the Chinese magic casters that have occult stuff. It's not just the witches that have occult stuff or the Shri that have occult stuff. Okay? Everybody's got occult stuff. And the Christians have got occult stuff too. Okay? And most people don't know about it. Right? So, it's important that these things kind of are known because everybody kind of stands up against with the others. Everybody's kind of shouldering each other here and there. All the different cultures, traditions, belief, faiths, and how they have determined and made the minds of specific individuals, depending on how they have received and held and projected information during their life cycle up to now. So that's what basically determines what people are, what they've received, what they've held, what they've projected, and also how they've been influenced by outside minds that were stronger than theirs. Right? So, anyways, Carlo is there for people, okay? And he's there to protect and help the family. And he loves and he wants to be a part of your family. And he especially loves parents that don't have any kids, that live together, a man and a woman. And he wants to be your kid. And he'll be your kid no matter what kind of marriage you have. Okay? So I said man or woman, no matter what kind of marriage you have. He'll be there. All right? He'll be there for you. All right? Because no one can tell someone not to love another person. I love you, you love me, let's all love each other too. So anyways, Carlo's great. And he can be known for going for occult processes as well. So in his darker versions, he can do occult processes for Christian practitioners, but only in the kind of view of defending the home and defending the faith. Right? That's basically what it is. That's what occult practices are in Christianity. They're not there to go curse people for no reason. They're there to employ when you need to protect the faith, protect the church, and protect yourself and your family. So of course they can be misused, like anything can be misused. But these things usually don't end up really empowering people until they're ready to be empowered in these things. So Carlo is great. He's a great saint. Okay, he's going to be a very important saint moving into the future. Okay, and the reasons for the different things in his statue have occult meanings behind them as well. Okay, not just the symbols of a child. Because we know that the symbols of a saint are meaning something, right? So what else do we know is we know in some of his statues he also has a dog, right? Not all of his statues, because these are more fancy statues, maybe they have an additional part to it, they have the dog too. He's a child, he loves little dogs. Okay, so that's a beautiful statue. But on an occult side, that statue means something else. It means that not only is Carlo working alone, but you're giving him backup of the dog. So what the statue basically means is Carlo now is protecting you and your home from occult processes, blessing your life, all these different things, because he becomes a part of your life and blesses you going through your life constantly, right? But now what you do is you give him the dog. So the dog barks to warn. Okay? So what does that mean? It means you give him an extra tool, right? You give him a tool where now he has the dog which works with him and that warns you, warns the house, warns everyone if something tries to come and bother you. Okay? So it's an extra part occult representation, the dog, because the dog barks and warns. So this is an additional power of defense against occult magic. So he protects against occult magic. And that's why people sometimes go to him to do occult magic as well. He's a good kid, okay? But he's a good kid. He does what it does to protect the family. And he becomes like the child of every family. Okay, so he's going to protect everybody's family from occult forces. So if you bring in Carlo into your life, you bring a statue in your life, you activate the statue. Okay? And that's not hard to activate the statue. You just put faith that it's like him being in the room with you. And you can talk to him. You don't not talk to a child. That's not nice. You treat him like your child. And then you don't talk to him all the time. You don't have to exaggerate. But symbolically. And even more than symbolically, with your heart. And Saint Carlo will bless your life and bless your family's life. And even if you have other children, he'll become like a part of the family too. But he especially cares for parents who can't have children, and wants to be their child in their life. These are true facts of life, my dears. Okay? So bring Carlo into your life is my advice to all of you, to all beings of all faiths, all traditions, all cultures. It might not be your culture, your tradition, your religion, your faith, your belief, but he'll be there for you if you need him to. So I'm not telling you to convert because I'm not a conversion guy, right? And but I will tell you alliance. And if you're ever looking to adopt a kid, no matter where you are in the world, what country you're from, what culture you're from, Carlo would love to be your child and to be there for your family. So I speak to Carlo sometimes, not very often. I should speak to him more often. And I love him very much, and I hope that you find that love that he has for you, and that will bring warmth to your heart, and let it bring joy to your heart, because he really brings joy into a household. He really does. Okay? So he has occult processes. His backpack, his dog, these are occult processes. The tools in the backpack, okay? All the occult tools are there too. Okay? All the occult programs. But also all the good programs. But he has seen his share of scary stories. Okay? And he knows how to handle them. And his dog helps him by warning him in the system. So it's good to have a dog on the statue as well. So, once again, if you're looking for a saint that wants to be a part of your life, really an adorable child, a good person, solid, dependable, there for his family, and as a saint, he wants to be part of your family, whoever you are and wherever you are in the world. So, These are my words on this today. Thank you for listening.